Hi, welcome back to the Educator.com's Adobe Premiere Pro CS6 in-depth video course. And in this video, we are going to talk about exporting your video. Now, there's several different ways that you can export your video, and one of them is single frame exporting. Now, what this is if you have a team that's working on, say, a DVD or a website, they might need single frames from your video that they can put up on the website or on the DVD or Blu-ray case. And let me show you, it's a very simple way to do it. Let me show you how it's done. We have a music video here, the Steady Progress project, and if you come through, you will see there's all kinds of little pieces of video, and we want to get this one here. We want to get this frame right here. It's 1 minute 40 seconds, 12 frames. Now, the easiest way to get a single frame is just to click this little camera, export frame. As you can see, it has Control-Shift-E as the keyboard shortcut. You click that one, it will give a name for you. It will tell you where it's going to save it, and you can always go ahead and change the path. Let me change the path for that one, and we'll put it in the root of our drive here, and we'll give it a name still 01, and you can choose BMP bitmap, DPX, which is a high quality exchange format that most movie companies use, and you can use it later in speed grade for color correction. It's pretty much a universal output. GIF file, JPEG, PNG, Target, or TIFF. We're just going to leave it as bitmap, and then I will show you what happens when you export it. You click OK. Now let's go over and look at the root of our drive, and here we have our file, and we'll just open it Windows. And if you look at it, you will see that it is the same size as the video. So even though we had it on fit, if we put it even down to 10% and we export it, it will export as the same size as the sequence frame size. So you don't have to worry about it coming out really tiny or the wrong size. Whatever sequence size you have, that's the size that it will come out as. Now the next way of exporting is the master copy exporting. And what that does is it exports a copy, a lossless copy, out to your hard drive, either as a MOV file or as a series of DPX or bitmap or TIFF images. And let me show you how that's exported. And so we have our music video here, and we want to export, and we're going to export media. Now this is the box that will come out to send it to Windows Media Encoder, and we have an entire video just on Windows Media Encoder. But let me show you the settings that you would use for master copy. You could have an AVI uncompressed, which will make a video that it's completely uncompressed. There's no loss in quality at all. Or you can come down to QuickTime, and then you can have one of these three here that will be a very high quality output. Now the DPX, what that will do, we have a high definition 1920 by 1080. We have the 2K and the 4K. And what that will do is it will write out a series of single DPX frames to your hard drive, and it will export it as a sequence. So the first frame will be music video 0001, or if you have at least 10,000 frames, 00001, and it will figure out the correct way to number them, but it will number them in sequence, and you'll have an entire folder full of single DPX files as a sequence. And the DPX is a lossless compression, which is why it's used a lot in the movie industry. You don't have to worry about when you bring it back in whether it is you've lost any of the information. So there's just a few of the ways. I'm not going to get too in depth in master copy exporting, mainly because if you're working on say a feature-length movie, they're going to have somebody that their whole job is to make sure that they archive this project properly. So you won't have to worry too much about master copy exporting. Now, if you get in there and you become that guy that does it, or that woman that does it, they're going to have the use this one type of exporting where they say these are the parameters that we're going to use, and we're archiving everything exactly the same, and you don't have to worry about doing it. You're figuring out what you want to do yourself.